Let me
Yeah.
know.
So, and Barry, let me tell you something, brother. Prayer works. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Because when you told me what you wanted to talk about, and he said what he wanted to talk about, I said, these two motherfuckers right here, I'm just gonna produce a political show and let y'all go at it.
But you also notice I changed it up a little bit though. I say, you know what? I'm gonna talk about something a little different.
That's what I said. That's why I say prayer works.
So you wanted to
I didn't
change
even
that
have
up.
to say nothing.
I'm gonna change it up a little bit. You know, I'm gonna change it up.
Please.
I was like, thank you.
But you know what, man? This is the thing,
about
though.
to be. This is gonna turn into an episode of Meet the Press.
But you know what, though? This is the thing.
I might as well just sit back and let them do their thing.
It is something every single day. So
Bruh,
it's almost like,
real.
how can you not talk about it? Because as soon as you talk about it, something else comes up. Now you shift.
You a day late.
Thing. Yeah,
you a day late, bro. If you don't talk about it, you're gonna be lost.
You got Washington D.C.
So many people are lost,
occupation.
Man. So many people don't realize what the hell is going on because so much has happened.
So they not focused on him. That's what I want Power and Purpose to be. I want it to focus on us.
I'm with
you, know
you,
what I'm saying?
But this
we can mention it, but talking about him ain't doing nothing. Everybody talking about it.
We need to be aware. We need to be prepared, and we need to be conscious of what's going on, bro. Because
no, I don't doubt that.
A lot of people aren't walking
not
around, bro. And these kids, our kids, are not ready.
Hey, y'all, come ask y'all a quick question. How many of y'all watched The Purge?
Yeah.
All 4 of those.
I have absolutely.
Okay.
All of them. And the TV show.
Okay, so you watched the TV show, you watched all the movies, you also watched the prequel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Where was the prequel? Meaning the very first Purge. What was the testing grounds?
Wasn't that in D.C.?
That was in D.C. It was in New York, but it was in the hood.
Yeah, I thought it was D.C., but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So right now we are witnessing the Purge in the very beginning stages.
The first part of it.
Because look what they're doing in D.C. That's an occupation right now. You got the National Guards coming in from every different state to a city that is predominantly African American, Black. And on top of that, now they're talking about reinstating the death penalty, which was abolished 40 years ago.
In D.C.
Man,
so if they're doing it there as a testing ground, because that's what they're using this for, this is nothing but a test. They've already discussed about extending this to Chicago, New York City. They already did it somewhat in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but Newsom fought back.
That's right.
That's what stopped it.
Right.
Newsom fought back
because
he fight back in D.C.
Because there is no governors in D.C. D.C. is not a state. D.C. is run by the federal government. So again, this is a test. So as Black folks, we should be watching this because guess what? If it works here in D.C., then what's going to happen when they decide to go to Chicago or Tampa or any other place?
So if it were to go to Chicago, let's just say it came here. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Bro, we ain't gonna be able to do anything.
What you gonna do?
So what should I do?
Keep my ass inside, stay safe.
That's
keep
one.
My kids safe.
That's two.
So like that's what I'm saying. There's nothing like right now in the moment. What do you do if any of that happened? What's going on in D.C.? What do you think 3 Black men in D.C. right now where this is happening? What are they doing?
Talking just like this, trying to rally us up. But as soon as we get rallied up, no, you laughing. I'm being dead serious.
I'm laughing because because at that point, once you're in the shit, what do?
Bro, we already in the shit. But we trying to.
So what do you
do? We're trying to stand up to it, and we getting knocked the fuck back. We getting smacked down. You could just go online and look at everything that they doing. The kids is out there trying to talk to these fools, bro. They're not even talking to them.
Yep.
You say the wrong word, you locked up. You get caught recording, they're locking you up. You can't do a thing, bro. But we got to get out there and we got to be aware.
Exactly.
We got to make people know what's going on.
You stay informed. You pass the knowledge, you pass on the information. So when it's time to unite, to finally make your voice heard, which what we've always talked about on this platform, vote. So when the midterms come along, how you hurt them is by voting them out.
Get them the fuck out. All these congressmen, all these aldermen, all these councilmen, everybody needs. It's not just the president.
I swear to God, listen though. I'm gonna start this show over if Royce is over there rolling a blunt.
I'm not rolling nothing.
I'm not
doing it. No, I'm not.
I'm about
to, no, I'm not.
I'm about to, yeah.
Nah.
Cause you ain't here. You ain't here.
No, I'm not.
I'm telling you. Come on, work with me.
I was looking down. My bad.
But you know what, though, Joe? I mean, I hear what you're saying. You know, basically, as an individual, as a man, each one of us, what can we necessarily do against an army? There's nothing we can do. There's nothing. But what we can do,
and I don't say that because I don't want to. I'm not saying we sit here on our hands and do nothing. But what I'm saying is, we give the power and purpose to our people, and we talk to them about what they need to do to be stronger
and
mentally,
that's what
physically,
we're doing right
emotionally.
Now. That's what we're doing.
So
I guarantee you,
I just
there
don't
are people right
him,
now, and I'm sorry I didn't interrupt you, brother. I guarantee you, there are folks right now that still don't know what's going on or just heard about what's going on because they're so busy watching other things on streaming platforms like Netflix and all those other things. You got people that do not watch the news
learning the new line dance.
Exactly.
That's why we're going to mix it up on them.
So our job is to inform those who are uninformed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
I feel that.
It's bad out here, yo.
Say that again.
It's bad out here. It's bad, yo.
I mean, let's touch on about the Smithsonian. How they're eliminating our history.
That right there blows my mind. You know what I mean?
You want to change?
It blows my mind. And
so how about we just take all the let's just take out all the Airspace Museum as well. I want all that stuff gone too. Wright brothers.
It makes me think of all those apocalyptic movies where they're burning books, and I thought about the Book of Eli.
They've been doing that already for years.
They got rid of the Bible and they got rid of everything, but he had this one book, but it was in his mind the whole time. They thought it was a physical book, but he had the book. That's what erasing history from the Smithsonian made me think about. What else? What else they going to erase?
Have you ever?
What else is going to be whitewashed?
What else? Name it.
So that's what I'm saying.
Name it,
so
man.
that's why my commitment to this platform is to keep that alive, because we know what the assholes over there is doing. We already know what they're doing. And yeah, we can speak on it, but we got to do this. Okay, this is how we going to come together. This is what we going to do. You see what I'm saying? At the same time, by speaking on the powers that be, we got to talk and speak power into us.
Be more to proactive of what we can do to fight against. I hear what you say.
On our side,
more well informed, and then the action to take against it, or what steps to help.
Because
I hear what you say.
if you go back in history, when we were in our 20s, the 50-year-olds thought it was some bullshit going on. Fuck Ronald Reagan is a famous saying.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I grew up in D.C. I know all about Reagan. I know all about Reagan.
So it's a absolutely. So this is something that's been going on, but somewhere in the sauce, what got lost is how we nurture and grow and teach our people. You know what I'm saying?
What got lost was love.
Be it some people think it started with the music and hip hop. They changed music, but the message got lost.
Not love.
Message got lost.
Love. And love got lost, bro. Everybody became so focused on themselves, and nobody loved nobody else. Nobody knew their neighbors. Nobody knew the guy across the street, not even next door. Mind your business, stay out of mind. That's where it happened. That's what happened, as opposed to opening the door up and can I get a cup of sugar? Or hey, how you doing? It's mind your business, stay out of my house.
Yeah. You go try to go on knock on your neighbor's door and introduce yourself. See how see what kind of face they're gonna get.
I do that I do it intentionally. I know all three of my neighbors, both sides and the back. across the street directly.
But I bet the first time you did it, it was so foreign to them. They was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like,
yeah, yeah,
like, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just wanted to introduce myself, and they were probably so taken aback, like, damn, this shit don't even happen no more.
It doesn't.
Like, I appreciate it.
It doesn't.
You know what? Tell you what's happened with
two
our
houses
country.
down, they don't know the neighbors.
Let me tell you what's happened.
Yeah,
fear has finally won. Fear,
More than
fear
Yeah.
has taken over this country because we are where we are politically because of fear. Fear of what other people, whether they're immigrants, whether they're minorities, whether they are of a different sexuality. Fear mongering has caused people to act, talk, and do things that based on that fear on other people. That's why going to somebody's home, you're in a situation where your car broke down. You knock on somebody's door. The fear from that person seeing you as a black man, as a black woman, as a black child.
Oh, absolutely.
Fear kicks in to the point now you got to protect yourself. So the first thing you do is you're going to shoot and kill them. We've seen that.
For knocking on your door.
Exactly. So that's what's happened with our world.
A big part of the
fear has been instilled within the grains of our society. And now we're seeing
the way the black community has been portrayed throughout history is just getting worse and worse. And the more social media and the more that media is involved, they don't paint a great picture. Not saying that they ever have. That's just my opinion. I don't think they ever really
Do we help ourselves?
Painted us yes, we do help ourselves. I think we help ourselves, but there is still but that's the kids. That's our future. I hate to say it like that. That's our future. But people like in our age group, we're doing our thing. People a little bit older than us doing our thing. Our parents, I don't know about your parents. Our parents are doing their thing, but it's that entitled group.
We're behind.
I think we have failed as our generation.
We are so far behind.
We failed. Let me tell you why we failed. Because
I can't say we failed.
Well, now listen. We are first generation MTV. We're first generation computer technology, internet, things of that nature. We read, we saw, we heard the stories from our grandparents, our great grandparents. We were in the same classroom of our other classmates who were of other nationalities and cultures. You would have thought that learning these things as we did coming up with all this technology in front of us, that we would be better people overall. But are we? Are we?
I don't know.
Especially now, you know, we're not.
No.
We're not.
I don't think we are, but it's I hate to say it out loud like this, but like we grew up with those other groups and those other races, and we had commonalities, and we went to high school, middle school, and high school. We listened to the same music. We watched the same movies. We read the same books. We listened to everything when it came.
We tried to talk to the same girl.
But what happened somewhere along there, that the white community, they was like, all right, y'all, it was cool. Peace. We out.
Exactly.
And so then we was like, well, fuck y'all too. Then you see what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna go over here. Instead of building it, where that was the perfect opportunity because of the technology that you just mentioned, because of the video games. We grew up, video games, our parents was like, what?
Yeah. What
Atari,
is this?
Donkey Kong,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
yeah.
2600.
Yeah.
But
I'll go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you.
We separated instead of coming together. For some reason, everything just went its own separate ways. And I'm saying that culturally, we didn't just. There's not as much togetherness as that I experienced in the 90s.
Nowhere near.
In the 80s, the 80s, the 90s, and that's not just with black folks. I'm talking about with everybody.
But that goes back to
goes
back to 45, 47. Honestly, he uses the fear to instill divisiveness.
There you go.
And that's been 45. And we're at 47.
I don't think
bruh.
I blame him for a lot.
All right, so check this out. Check this out.
I feel like he did make. I feel like they already felt like that.
I'm going to take you
but I feel
back.
like he made it cool.
I'm going to take you back to Congress to 19. Let's just say 2000. Let's just say 2000. You remember the Tea Party?
Uh-huh.
Remember the Tea Party?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when that was popping and back, that was about 20 years ago.
That was when President Obama was in office.
About 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when the Tea Party kicked off. That's how long this has been going on. This ain't new. This is not new.
No, I'm not saying it's new,
but
I'm
that's
just
how
saying
long they've been working on this, though. That's how long
I think they've been working on it longer than that.
Yeah, but they've been getting the people in place since 2000, bro. I have folks that work on the Hill. I have folks that work on the Hill, bro, that have left the Hill because of the racism on there.
I feel like the racism has never went anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Donald Trump made it okay to be
pulled the cover back. He pulled the cover back. Yeah.
He made it cool to be that way out loud. Be who you are. Fuck them. You don't like them? Fuck them. Fuck
you
them.
know what it reminds me of?
And he made it
Homelander.
And it's the way he spoke on everybody. You don't like it? I'm the president. So what? He is the first president that outwardly,
no diplomacy.
He's the bull in the
outwardly expressed that. Now, you got the W's. I'm sure they felt like that. You got Reagan. No, he felt like that. You got Carter. No, he felt like that. And if you go back to the 70s to Ford, they felt like that. But because they were so worried about the votes, he found the loophole.
He did.
He found a loophole where
he did.
I can be this person that I want to be, and y'all will vote for me, and y'all gonna be like, I've been feeling that way.
You know it.
And that's how they feel. I've been feeling this
and
way.
Guess what? That goes back to
Thank you.
That goes back to the fear of immigrants, fear of minorities, fear of a man with a man or a woman with a woman. Fear. He found a way to captivate his audience and cultivate that culture of fear.
His racist Me Too movement.
Yeah. Basically.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Bruh,
his racist Me Too movement.
And now everybody's starting to see.
He was like, I'm racist. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. And people and white folks was like, that's our president.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Well, I don't like them either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like them either.
So then you put him in office and look at his policies and look what he's doing. And all of a sudden he's like, whoops, I am so sorry. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
They didn't know it was going to affect their money too.
So D.L. Hughley was asked if those people who voted should be given forgiveness.
I saw that.
Should you forgive the people who are saying, I'm sorry I voted for him and put him in office? Do you forgive
I've always been told ignorance is no excuse. I used to get in trouble for saying, I didn't know. I still got in trouble. Ignorance is not an excuse in any situation.
That is true.
Especially when the information is readily available.
That is true.
If I tell you the skillet is hot, don't touch that skillet. That skillet hot. It's going to burn the shit out of you. And you touch that skillet. I'm not going to baby you. I'm going to say that's what the fuck you get.
You touched it and you said it felt good while you was touching it, even though it was burning the hell out of you.
It ain't hot.
No.
It ain't hot.
It ain't hot. It ain't hot.
It's hot. I burnt
my head. Good.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, you know how a little kid fall down and get hurt and they jump up? It didn't hurt.
Yeah. I'm hanging on the side.
Yeah. I'm all right.
I'm okay.
No,
it didn't hurt.
No, you're not.
Man, it is. I laugh, but I get so frustrated. I've never been embarrassed to be an American, man. And it's a shame when you're traveling overseas and they be like, where are you from? I'm like, I don't even say America. I'm like, I'm from Florida. I'm from D.C. I don't even say America. I'm in the state. And they'll be like, oh, that guy's your president, huh? I'm sorry.
That's what's up.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry that you live in the United States of America, bro. You have people apologizing and saying, I'm sorry. Do you know how embarrassing that is? I try not to say I'm from the United States when I travel.
America still owes us an apology, though.
America still owes 40 acres and a mule.
Still owes an apology.
40 acres and a mule?
You know.
Well, listen, that was our politics. That was our segment. I want to switch gears a little bit, but when I switch gears, I mean,
went you motherfucker when it came to the business.
Listen, this right here.
You, all the niggas in the hood want to fight you.
You know who this is, right?
Surprise the nation of Islam ain't tried to find
FDT.
Rally out, you know,
I know y'all heard this, right?
Don't give a fuck.
I've heard a couple of versions of FDT, but I haven't heard this one.
I heard this.
I'm about to turn Black Panther. Don't let
I haven't
Donald
heard
Trump
this
win
one.
that nigga cancer.
I've heard a country version, an R&B version, but I haven't heard the rap version yet.
No, can't be a slip.
That's YG. You need to holler at it.
Wow.
Hey, but check it out. I want to change gears a little bit. Something that I've been dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Personally, it's a lot been going on, but you know how there's something that you want to do, and there's something that you may need to do, but you just can't get there to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how do you keep yourself motivated? How do you push through it when you don't want to do it? Like, I hear all the cliches. That's the best time to do it when you don't want to do it. That's just get up and do it anyway. How do you motivate yourself to do the things that you don't want to do, even if you know you need to do it?
For me, it like with my walking. Like I in the morning time, it's a fight to get up and get my walk on. But I know if I don't get my walk on, I'm gonna be tighter throughout the day. I'm looking at what's going to happen if I don't get up and walk. That's what gets me up.
So when you first started walking, was it easy to start walking, or was it hard? Did it take you some time to get into it?
It was damn hard, man. It was damn hard. I'm used to getting up and going to work. You know, not getting up, going out for a walk, taking a shower, then going to work. I'm get up, go to work, and
so you walk every day?
Every morning. Every morning.
How much you walk?
1.5 miles, 2 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.5 miles, 2 miles every morning. That's just
so
my morning.
When you first started.
Yeah.
So when you first started, did you go every day, or did you skip days, or it took you a while to get into the everyday thing?
It took me a while to get into the everyday, but my dog helps me. My dog is a great motivator. Alabama is at my door whining, take me out.
Oh, he ready before you ready.
Man. As soon as I'm brushing my teeth, he's at my door. As soon as I open my door, he's right there. You know, like, let's go.
That's what's up.
It's always good to have somebody to balance you out.
Yeah.
If not somebody, something like a pet. So in your case, Royce, you know, Chestnut, you know, he's right there with you to go walking. But a lot of times for me, I could say now my inspiration to do what I got to do, I turn to my right and I look at my wife. You know, she's the one that gives me that motivation. Sometimes that, you know, that pep talk, like she's Mickey and I'm Rocky. You know, get off the canvas, get off the canvas, get up, keep fighting.
Get up, your bum.
Keep fighting, get out there, you know. And there are times I may not necessarily want to hear, but I know that how she's saying it and what she's saying is coming from the right place. And they will also, it's lighting that fire within me to find it within myself to do it. So I'm not relying on her. I'm relying on myself. So then you're looking at, okay, so what am I trying to do? What am I trying to achieve? Am I achieving a dream, a goal? What am I going to do in order to do those?
What's the motivation behind that? What's the why?
Health,
to live,
wealth, financial success, build generational.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, it depends on what it is exactly that you're trying to do.
Some people's why are more internally on how they feel, how it makes them feel, where some people got external, like, okay, money, fun, or how it's perceived on the outside. But so that's your why. So your why is different for everybody. And it seems like your wife is your why.
But I also have it within me. You know, we're in the process of starting a business. This is an idea that we've been floating around between each other. And I'm like, look, honey, why don't we do something that is within your field? Because there's a lot of opportunity out there that's lucrative. And she finally saw the dream that I've been trying to tell her. That's another thing. Your dream cannot be dreamed by somebody else until they finally have the dream themselves. And then once they have it, then you're in unison when it comes to, all right, what we're going to do next to get this dream from a dream to reality. So that's when now you start doing those little small things. All right, I'm going to designate you to go do A, B, and C. I'm going to do E, F, G. And then we're going to get together and do these other things. So now once we put it all together, there we go. We're heading our direction.
That's dope. That's dope. What about you, Roy? It's just walking. You got any other big things out there that you want to do that you haven't been able to get started?
Oh yeah, my besides my walking, my voiceover.
Your voiceover.
Yeah, I got discouraged. Got discouraged. Time is what I don't have.
Time is what you don't have.
I don't have, bro. My 24.
You got the time.
I have to make the time. I have to make the time because my 24 hours is full with my 8 hours of work, my 8 hours of sleep. You know, my 8 hours of play is house and kids, you know, and so that's making that time to get dedicated to that is cutting into my wife and kids time, and that's hard for me, you know, because my daughter's 9, you know, very
something that may help you with that is like you have a dream, right? But right now you might treat it like a hobby or something that you want to do.
It's on the side burner. Yeah.
But if this is something that you truly want to do, you have to. Just like when you went over after whatever it is that you accomplished, when you accomplished that thing or when you set out to accomplish that thing, you were diligent and you were intentional and you were precise. So this radio personality thing you have going and the voiceover thing, you have to be intentional with it. Don't play with it. Actually sit down and make the time. You said sleep 8 hours. I wish I could sleep 8 hours,
I don't
bro.
sleep that much. I try to.
That's what you said. I'm just saying.
No.
You said after.
I try to sleep 8 hours. I try to sleep. I try.
Listen.
But
you have to be intentional with your time.
Yeah.
And what you do with your time. And any time that's wasted, then you start planning out your day in the morning. That's something that I recently started doing, right? And I don't mean just say, okay, I'm gonna do this, but write that shit down. Even the walk. I'm gonna go for the walk. Then after I get off work, when I get to work, I have to do this. When at lunchtime, then I'm gonna make some time to do this. If you can try to do that, and then you go back and you look at it when you get ready to write it for the next day, everything you didn't do, you're gonna feel a certain way. You're gonna be like, shit, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. And then just like you couldn't walk, that's why I started with the walking. Just like you couldn't walk every day at first, eventually you worked up to doing that.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be with what you were saying. I try to be intentional, but lately I've been having a brain fog because I feel like I got too much going on and I don't know what to cut off.
Yeah. I know.
Real talk. And I'm so overwhelmed. It's like I'm gonna use an analogy of laundry. Say you got a mountain of laundry and you know you need to do laundry and you're looking at this mountain of laundry and you don't even want to do one load because that one load you're going to feel like that's not even going to put a dent in it. If I do one load, I can't. but that's the best way to approach it. I have to do a load at a time. So whatever the task is, you have to, even if it's an hour a week, Royce.
Well, I'm happy to say I signed up and started for what's it called? Upstart to do broadcasting.
Upstart.
Yeah.
That's
an online class.
Okay.
Yeah, online class.
Okay.
So I can do learn broadcasting and learn the boards and all that stuff. So I've taken a step forward. I've started.
Hey, see, that's one load right there.
And also too, Royce, understand, you know, in life, short-term pain equals long-term gain. You know, your family's going to be there. You know, you're with them all the time. So take time for yourself to do those things.
My time is short, though. See, that's the thing about it. My time is short. I'm on my downside. You know, I'm on my downside, and that's realistic. You know, I'm trying to get as much of it as I can. Like I'm on borrowed time. I'm supposed to be here, but I'm not. So I appreciate every day that I get.
Royce, I'm older than you.
You right where you supposed to be. Shut that shit
older
up.
than you, bro.
No,
but you know what, though, man? I'm gonna tell you this though. I don't look at it like that. I just take my day every day, day to day. I'm not thinking 5. I'm not thinking 10. I'm not thinking 15, 20. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do today, and then what I'm gonna do tomorrow if God provides me and allows me to see tomorrow. That's all you can do. But in the meantime, you do those things that you need to do to better yourself, excel your family, so that, you know, whether you're here or not, you're leaving something behind for them, and also something that they can carry going forward themselves, a legacy.
Yeah, I've started some of that. You know, my son hit me off, and Bama, he a truck driver. He's out on the road, and he hit me up the other day out the blue. He's like, you know, he's like, I appreciate you. What's up, dude? He's like, you know, I'm just thinking about my girls. He's like, I miss them. And he's like, I just appreciate all the time and how much I did with them. You know, I was like, it's like, that's what, you know, he wants that with his kids. And that's what I don't want to miss with my daughter. You know, I want to have that time with her. So that's why I'm with that battle with me. I want to build my financial more, but my family wealth, bro, that's...
Let me give you some examples here. Hold on a second, Joe.
Go ahead.
Both my parents were in education. My dad was a superintendent. When he retired, my mom was a teacher. Both of them have master's degrees. They didn't get those before my brother and I were born. They obtained those while we were young. My dad has a doctorate. He got that while we were older. So they understood.
And that takes time.
It takes time. You got to know how to segment. You have time for your work. You have time for your family, but then you also those time for those things that you need to do that, guess what? It's going to help your family. And that's what they did.
My me time.
In the long run.
My me time.
What
I don't give them my me time.
Well, and basically by them doing what they did, set themselves up financially, professionally, but then also it helped my brother and myself as well. Just based upon the sacrifices that they made during that time, going to school to get their master's degree, going to get my dad's.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
They sacrificed.
That sacrifice is absolutely worth
it is.
You see what I'm saying? It's you. If you look at the big picture, you look at the big picture of your dreams and where you want to go and what you want to do, and with your support system, you know your wife going to dive in harder than you going to dive in.
Yeah. And also, you're now an example you show her, for your children. Man, every time I talk about my role models, my heroes, that's my parents, because they went from cleaning office buildings. My dad worked as a security guard, as well as being a teacher and taking care of us to where they are today. That's my blueprint. And that's because I saw what they had to go through. I saw the sacrifices that they made. So guess what's going to happen with your children when they see the same thing that you're doing? Man, my dad did all that, and look what they've achieved. Just imagine what I can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's like the airplane thing. Put your mask on first.
Mm-hmm.
And then help them.
Yeah.
Jay-Z got a line, you can't help the poor if you one of them. You know? He said, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. So do what you got to do. They have, even if it take a conversation, have a conversation with your wife. Be like, babe, this is something that I really want to dive into. This is something that I've been thinking about, and I'm gonna go for it. She know your worth. She know how hard you work. She gonna support it just like you support it. And that time that you're talking about, you're gonna start to see you able to carve out more and more and more. Especially now that you're taking a class, you're gonna have to carve time out.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able just to do it like a part-time job. Okay, I'm off work, I'm done. You're gonna have to really commit to it. So if you're gonna commit to it, you dive into it, bro. I'm here for I'm gonna support you. B gonna support you. Let's get it done.
Kobe used to shoot 1,000 jump shots, not because he wanted to. Because he knew in order to become the best.
Shooting 1,000 jump shots.
He used to shoot 1,000 jump shots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I know.
Yeah. But the point,
I said I couldn't imagine shooting
exactly,
1,000
but
jump
he
shots.
did, because he knew if he wanted to be considered the best, he had to do those things. So that's all you got to do, man. And trust him, believe me, your wife will support you because you support her for everything.
Yeah.
And then also it goes back to what we were talking about in our earlier segment, like, you know, that support system. People kind of started doing their own things, and people are so self-absorbed and so selfish. We have to build that community in ourselves, our own tribe, to where, okay, Roy, you got my address? Get your ass over here. Let's go on and make a couple demos and see how they sound from the first one to the 5th, and from the 5th to the 10th. And we're gonna keep going until introducing. I don't want you sounding like an old stripper DJ. Candy, coming to the stage.
Oh, speaking of, they got a documentary about Magic City.
Hey, I watch it. I like it.
First
I watch it, and I like it.
I did too. Yes,
man.
But yeah, that's that. But that was something I was thinking about. Is like, I don't know if I'm procrastinating. I don't know if I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if it's just something I shouldn't be doing.
Right.
But it's something I'm passionate about. Where my heart has been. It's just that. How do I dive in? How do I dive in?
So what do you want to do?
And that's where I'm at. What I want to do? I want to do full-time event planning.
Okay.
So I used to do full-time event planning. My life took a turn. But when I was doing full-time event planning, I was just solo dolo. I had no wife. I had no children. I had none of that. So it was much easier for me to do it. So right now, those obligations, kind of like how Roy say, I want to be there for my family. I don't want to take that time away from my family and still do the things that I love. This is one of the things that I love to do. So if in my perfect world, I would do this probably 3 days a week and do event planning 4 days a week.
Okay.
That's my perfect
So you
world.
got your dream. So what's some goals that you have to achieve your dream? What action do you have to achieve your goals?
Honestly, right now, I'm all in the planning stage of everything.
Okay.
I write a lot. I got books. I write a lot.
I know I saw your book.
So, huh?
You showed me one of your books.
Oh man.
All right.
That's what's up.
But right now, where I'm at, it's I don't know. And I know I got it in me. It's just, it seems like a lot to, my son, I'm not going to see my son so much. I'm not going to see my daughter so much. And my son and daughter already don't live with me. My wife, and she probably don't care. She say she don't care, but at the same time, she asked me, where you going? What you doing? And so that, even though all she asking me is where you going and what you doing, not in a bad way, but she's only asking, I hear, I want to be with you. I want to be where you are.
Then make her a part of it. But then make her a part of it. Well, not say make her, but ask her if she wants to be a part of it. You know, you're doing as a duo. You are co-owners of your business, of being a planner. That's what my wife and I are doing. We're doing the same thing. We are co-owners of this business because we're utilizing each of our individual skills, our ideas, and our thoughts on how to do this and bringing them together. Why don't you do the same with her?
Working on
it. So that would take care of that time because you will have the time together working that. You got to help her to see your vision.
You see that? See that fellowship we just did?
I'm telling you, you have no idea how much this meant to me.
Yeah, that's all. You got to help somebody to see your vision.
This,
you know,
this was.
And then it's even better if the people like me and B we've spoken about what he wants to do, and now I've laid out what I want to do, and y'all know all three of them fit.
Yeah.
So this is the tribe, and somehow we this is where it starts. Not just talk about it, but to be about it. We align, and now we see how we can fit and fill in the gaps where the other person needs.
Because you can be doing stuff at your events, and I do the promotions for it.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? It just takes time to in a circle to build that big circle.
Why.
My last real circle sent me to the pen. So
Hey, look,
even though I ain't doing the same, I ain't doing the same thing.
I'm trying to think about my last circle too. My last circle, bro. We was tight and we ran. We built. We grew. But
I don't want to discuss my circle. This is not an X-rated show. I just wanted to say that
it ain't X-rated.
My circle, we didn't run like y'all. We ran.
We're gonna do an after-hours session.
I don't even want to be a part of it.
18 to 21. Yes, you have to be a part of it.
Door closed, bro.
We are the Three Musketeers. You are a part of it, bro.
Yeah, but
you are part of it already.
Some things in Destination X.
Destination X. So listen, Snoop Dogg.
Oh man,
I agree with him.
So,
well, lay it out.
Wholehearted.
Lay it out first, though. What do you agree about? Hold on a second, Royce.
And I don't.
Hold on a second.
So yeah. For those that don't know, go ahead. One of y'all take it.
So Snoop was at the movies with his grandson. At the Buzz Lightyear movie.
Buzz Lightyear.
And in the movie there.
Hold on a second. By the way, where did he go see that movie? That movie's been out.
I
think it was just an interview, and he was just talking about something that had happened in the past.
I thought that movie's been out for a long time.
Yeah, it's been out.
It's a couple.
He made it sound like it just happened last week, but okay, but go on.
Well, he might have just watched it with the baby last week.
That's true.
Though.
That's true.
Yeah. So they're watching the movie, and there's a lesbian couple, and they have a child,
with a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandson said, "How? How that happen? How that happen, Papa? Grandpa doggy dog."
He said, "I don't even want to watch it no more."
How that happen, doggy dog?
He said he was sleeping. He was like, ladies. "Huh?
What? Oh, shit." So,
but listen, go ahead.
Should it be in a kids' movie?
Listen, this is how I feel.
Hold on. Let's finish this out.
There are some conversations that us as parents are to have with our children. I don't want nobody else telling my son there's no Santa Claus. I don't want nobody else telling my daughter there's no Santa Claus. I don't want to have to explain things to my children at somebody else's time. You see what I'm saying? I do want them to understand, okay, this is how it is, but watching a Buzz Lightyear movie is not the time.
So you want to be the one that tells them.
I do.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
But the thing
But
about it
I don't feel like
they see it every day. Not just
in everything.
Not just on
in
TV,
everything.
but in life, on the street.
In life. Rainbows and butterflies.
You can see female couples going to the store.
TV shows.
You can see two dudes going to the store at the same time. They see it. My daughter's seen it.
The difference on seeing it in public, seeing two people in public, is that TV show. It does something. It's they looking at this box, and it's doing something where in passing they might see two men walking together or two women walking together, and it's nothing. But on that television, that movie screen, it is showing those two people interacting in a way that, oh, I thought only mom and dad were able to do that.
It normalizes it.
Oh,
it makes it more normal.
So
it makes it easier to swallow.
Is that the goal? Is that the goal, to make it, to normalize it?
Yes and no. Before, in my opinion, previous administrations were pushing for more inclusive, to include it, to make it so it wouldn't be so shock and wow when seen in public, wouldn't be pointing and staring, it wouldn't be the oddball out. But
that makes sense.
Then you got the other half where it's not right. They're going to point and stare regardless. It's not normal. You know,
I can't say if it's not normal. That's why I'm gonna stick to. That's a subject that I want to have with my children. The same reason you don't want your as a parent, even though I know this is another thing we can't stop, because with this thing right here, they can see it. What I'm about to say is corn. I don't want my kids to learn about corn from TV or a video, or sex from a video like that. I don't want them to think that's how it is at any age. Now, at a certain age, once I tell you about the birds and the bees and you go off and you start to explore, once you are educated and that's what you want to do, fine. But in a lot of these TV shows, they dictate when these children learn this. That's why a lot of parents don't have their children with phones. And so I got some people that I know, they don't even have televisions in their house.
Yeah.
They got books and computers, and the computers are restricted to certain things. None of that. I don't want them involved in this. I want to be able to control when my children this. So the conversation that Snoop had to go through, I feel him. I wasn't prepared for this shit. I don't even know how to explain this.
But you can't control
why they put this in the movie.
You can't control when you're gonna have that conversation. In all reality, I mean, you can't control when you're gonna have that conversation. You can want to have that conversation 10 years from now. Like, I wanted to have a conversation about marijuana 2 years.
Maybe it ain't the same way. Maybe that's that old thinking I got.
It is, but we have that old time mentality, bro. And times are definitely changed, bro. Like
times have changed.
You know, I've been sitting here listening to the both of you and listening, being quiet so I can listen and learn. And one thing I've learned is I actually agree with the both of you. Joe, I agree with you when it comes to, do I necessarily want Hollywood to teach my children things that should come from me? I don't want that. I should be the one to tell my son or my daughter, whomever, about the birds and the bees and how things are and how people are. Even though my father did not have that conversation with me, but I've had that conversation with my son. And Royce, I understand on your side is, it is part of society. You know, as much as a lot of people may dislike it for different reasons, whether it's personal or spiritual, religious, it is still a part of society. So we can try to avoid it as much as we want. We try to put it back into the closet, you know, literally and figuratively, but it's not going anywhere. It's not. It's not. So somewhere we got to find a balance of acknowledgement at the same time. you don't necessarily have to put it everywhere.
Why
They put it everywhere.
Why can't we have the ratings that work like we used to? I mean, ratings work when we grew up. PG-13, R,
G, PG, PG-13.
Those ratings work. They were there for the reason. You can tell the difference from a PG-13 movie because, like they said, G movie fully clothed. PG-13,
certain things,
you're gonna get broad draws. NC-17, you're gonna get bare titties. Already, they completely butt naked. You know what I'm saying? It's there for a reason.
Did they get rid of the ratings?
No,
they don't follow. They still there, but they don't follow. You have R-rated movies now that are rated PG-13 because of
they feel like we desensitized
and promotions and we are desensitized.
We are
completely desensitized. Look at
I remember on ABC it used to be this cop show. I think it was called NYPD
Blue.
And they showed
that was controversial at the
and
time.
they would show side boob. They would show a little side boob. And people were like, "Oh my God." And then a show called Nip Tuck came on FX.
Now, I'll take it back even further. Or take it back even further than that. You're talking like Good Times and all them old school TV shows when they were about to have an episode about a touchy subject.
Oh, the
parental advisory.
Yes.
There will be extreme language about severe, about very extreme and intentional language about serious.
And then when the episode is over, somebody will come on and say, if you know somebody that's dealing with suicidal, your teen pregnancy, something, whatever the topic was or the issue of the episode, then you had someone to follow.
The whole cast would be sitting there as somebody talked about it.
Yeah, call whatever 800 number.
Oh yes, it'll be
the whole cast would be there. Somebody talking about it.
It will be the whole cast. And one of them is narrating it.
And how about with the cartoons? Every cartoon had a moral, had a point, had a lesson.
G.I. Joe did.
Every G.I. Joe, He-Man,
every cartoon.
Was it Transformers? Everybody at the end.
Transformers, He-Man, all of them.
Short Tails. I mean, all of them had morals and lessons.
But not necessarily, because you also got to remember the old school Disney and the Bugs Bunny cartoons had a lot of racist stuff on there.
Oh,
a lot.
That stuff was subliminal.
It was.
We didn't know it until
exactly.
We didn't know it until we were later.
Until Tom.
Did you know?
Did y'all hear that they changed her voice?
Man.
She gone. She not calling Tom no more. The black lady from Tom and Jerry.
Oh yeah. That's what I think. Yeah.
That voice is checked. That's right. Tom is gone. Well, ain't your mama gone? We got Pearl Miller now.
All of that. The world.
Man, there's just one text every cartoon that every time I watch it, I cry. I can't just help but laugh. But it's one of the most racist cartoons I think I've ever seen. And that's one where this dog is singing in an opera, and the other dog or coyote is like the composer. So every time the dog's getting ready to do something, like he'll throw a cymbal and hit the other dog in the head, all of a sudden he's going like they're Asian or something. Then all of a sudden he had a pen and he shot the black ink on the dude's face. Now he's going, only you, like he's blackface.
He's black.
He was blackface. Oh man! But again, when you're a kid, that stuff is funny.
It's still
but as
funny.
an adult, you're looking at like, what the hell?
It's still. Now it depends on your sense of humor and how you look at the world. Because if you have a good sense of humor, you'll still laugh.
But
if
you know
you
what,
are
Royce?
in a dry, dark area, it will be dry and dark.
But you know, Royce, I'm gonna circle back around to the previous conversation we had earlier. That's the same thing that other people are telling us about when it comes to certain things about Black culture. You know, laugh it off. It's not that serious.
Nah,
it's not that bad.
That's a difference. There's a difference between comedy that's an intentional joke and
making
stuff that's done
fun
intentionally.
Of a race, not theirs, not their race, our race.
That's comedy, though. That's like saying you can't do comedy. Racial jokes have been part of comedy since the beginning of as long as my time. Yo,
I think in comedy, racial jokes,
they get a pass.
that's like Amsterdam.
You get a pass.
It's Amsterdam.
You get a pass with in jokes.
I grew up with Richard Pryor talking about white people.
George Carlin.
My whole life.
You know what I'm saying? That you comedy gets a pass because
now what I will say is there is a what do you call that, a
fine line
when one person can do it and another person can't. What do you call that? A double
standard.
A double standard. There is a double standard in comedy because white folks don't talk about black folks too much. They'll say about things that we do about like black comedies. They go in on white folks.
It depends. There's some white comedians that go like. Have you heard the dude talk about Monica? I talk about Monica. Everybody's calling me Monica. Hey, Monica.
I ain't heard that.
I think it's a double standard in comedy because even the old boy from Seinfeld. Remember he dropped.
You talking about Kramer?
We could say
Kramer got.
We could
killed.
say we could say white folk. We could say cracker. We could say hunky. George Jefferson said,
"No, we can't. We can't.
Even though he hated saying
he
it,
did.
He hated saying
he
it.
did.
But only thing white people could say is black folks,
Negro,
or blacks,
colored.
They don't say either one of them no more.
Yeah, they don't say Negro.
Say Negro.
Colored.
I wish a motherfucker would say
them over there. Your kind.
That you people. That's it. That's enough.
Oh, I used to hear this all the time. When I was growing up, I used to hear this all the time. You're black. They're niggers. I used to hear that all the time.
But if you look up what's the definition of a nigger?
I know that.
Nigger, A-R.
I know.
Excuse me, nigger.
When I told my mom about that the first time, she was like, "You're not a nigger.
Color.
A nigger is an ignorant person." That's what mama told me. So I went back and told the same person that called me that the next day. My mama said, "You're a nigger because you're ignorant."
With the hard ER.
Damn straight. With the ER. And that's what I used growing up too.
That's what I'm talking about.
He went black. You nigger.
Fade to black. Hey, dang, what'd he do? His battery died, I bet you. So listen, check this out. I'm going to be selling my Obama for 28 t-shirts on the next episode.
Hey, you seen the one
pick up your Obama for 28.
Have you seen the memo out there?
Or No Live Matters or my No Live Matters shirt?
They're called Jesus Obama. He got a mustache on.
Obama for 28.
Right.
We done lost one.
He completely
But listen, this was a great episode, bro.
Hey,
hopefully he'll come back.
I appreciate the love, bro, and then the encouragement, and that's for you as well, yo. We're gonna get up and popping, like you said. For real, it's all connected.
It's gonna take it.
It's all connected.
It's gonna be just like how it was with your walking, where we started. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna gain momentum in everything that we do. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna fellowship. We're gonna get it going.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy. Hold each other accountable.